winning the tip and getting us underway. Second v fifth at the Key Centre. Great to have your company wherever you're watching. How about the hands of Ruth to George to get scoring underway?
Reads the game so well, so that's a really great start for the Sydney Flames.
Soa involved early. And Me here gets to the rack, gets two, and will head to the line for an extra.
She's able to get down in transition. She takes the right shots. You don't have to run a lot for. Perth play with such pace, so it can be a little bit frenetic if you're a big man to try and get involved in that, but she really finds her moments quite well.
George steps back, hits the triple. Kayla G with an early three.
George popped out, so that was a great three.
Maley at the other end, trying to capitalise. No can do, but Ali Wilson doing what she does best from long range. So many three-point attempts early stages. It's a glimpse of what we might see for the rest of the night. Me here doesn't shoot a lot of threes, but she nails this one from deep.
Now it's time to get the ball through her hands and make the defence work and find good shots.
Me here trying to get that good shot underneath the rack. Soa gets the mid-range two to go.
So both teams, because they do shoot so many threes, they really need to be aware. And that's a great find by Shanice Swain to Kayla George.
Somehow George was left alone underneath the ring. Well played her first game a couple of nights ago, just played the 17 minutes off the bench, so she'll be warmed into it as Swain is all net from the free throw line. He's coming off the bench. Brancatisano also seeing some court time. Pittman, lovely move inside, gets around Maley. That's an excellent move from Carla Pittman.
And she's been great off the bench for the Sydney Flames. She's a young player, but she plays with such confidence. And what a luxury it is as Swain goes for an easy two. To have someone like Pittman, she plays really good defense.
Gorman pulls up from the free throw line, too deep, but strong rebound from Matt Clinch-Hoycard. Gorman pulls the trigger and knocks it down. How about that for confidence?
I think George got a bit unlucky to not get that push in the backcourt. That's where you really got to block out.
George was waiting for it from the baseline, but Pittman amongst the scorers again. That saw Ali Wilson join the Perth Lynx. I think a lot of people in the league were pretty excited to see how she'd go. Morell checks in and immediately makes an impact.
The free throw, that's an absolute coach killer. I can't imagine Guy Morell would be too impressed by that one.
Kalia for Pittman, who goes in, hits the two, will head to the line for an extra.
They're playing some really small ball. So here we see her setting the pick, she rolls out of it, and she does that nice finish up and under, but they're playing some real small.
The three-point shots and the hits in particular have dried up for Perth, and Sydney have taken full advantage. Swain, a deep two and a good two. Perth can have the final shot of the quarter. It's Soa, it's three!
That's something that the Sydney Flames need to look to exploit.
There's Ruth v. Soa there as Clark finds Swain is in hot three-point form in recent weeks.
Feet set like that, she's so tough to guard as Gorman turns the ball over.
And Taylor can run onto it and give Clark two. George brings it down. That is Kayla George at her best. Couldn't quite get the offensive rebound, but Clark again is on the end to pick up the crumbs. Swain with the Spalding. Me here picks it off. Good response from the American International. Maley, the mid-range two drops. Much needed bucket for Perth.
She didn't fight fire with fire. She just got the steal and she was able to get her team another easy two.
Swain with a no-look out to Clark, who with aggression takes on Maley and gets the lucky roll. Great play, Emma Clark.
And Emma's really starting to find her feet in this Sydney lineup. She did miss a few games at the start of the season as Amy Outlaw lets one fly.
Maley waits, has a look from the corner, knocks it down.
And that's where Michaela Ruth is so deadly on that elbow spot as Swain lets one fly.
Speaking of deadly, Shanice Swain all nylon from deep.
And Perth have just come out in a press here, so they've gone from a press almost to a zone.
And Kayla George finds an opening. Clark trying to cut baseline. Read by the Perth defense. Kalia, and that's even better reading from Wilson. On the fast break, takes on a couple of Lynx players, kicks it out for George from the corner.
And that's a great find and a great peel out by Kayla George.
Pittman playing some sort of game for the Flames. Wilson gets rid of her opponent and comes up with the perfect response. George for Swain, running out of time, 3 seconds to shoot here. Pittman's got a look for three. Can't get it to go. Clark gets the rebound, gets the two. What a second quarter from Emma Clark.
Ball movement of the Sydney Flames we see here. Pittman shoots the shot, but before that, I think they had nearly 4, 5, 6 passes. They kept moving the ball.
Putting up the long range two. Clark with 5 to shoot. Fading away.
Good defense by Annalie Maley there, and Wilson able to get the rebound and get on the break.
Important stop there. Gorman pulls the trigger. Oh my word. Long three from Steph Gorman. It's about 14 differential between game clock and shot clock. 3 to shoot here. Pittman finds a way through and floats it in.
She read the defense well and she was able to turn the corner and get the easy 2.
7 seconds here for Wilson. Steps back, must hit 3, hits it again. So for the second consecutive time, unless Swain hits the miracle, well off target, Perth get a buzzer beater right near that buzzer. It's one of the threes you're talking about, one to Gorman. And then we also saw one to Wilson right on the buzzer as well. And it just did
the 3 ball really well. She's shooting with a lot more confidence. So if she can continue to keep shooting that 3 ball well, as we see Kayla George go down the other end, but that's where they've got to be better as Kayla George knocks that one out of Hayes' hand.
Yeah, can't give Kayla George a look like that at the defensive end. The quick hands to Taylor.
She could have easily gone up for that layup as Clark gets the steal there, but she made the selfless passing it to Clark. Tongue-tied.
It is. Clark missed. What a battle this is turning out between Amihi and George, but no need for Amihi there as Gorman. Defense on song here from Sydney. 7 to shoot. Atwell backing down. Into the lane she goes, gets the 2, and will head to the line to shoot an extra.
Neela got that first on ball, nothing came out of it, and then Amy was able to cut off.
Showing in this game, Carla Pittman, why Guy Malloy's entrusting her so much. Bran Catasano gets it up over Clint Choikard.
Doing it at both ends of the floor. She gets that possession, then she reads the defense. Isa does a nice backdoor cut. She's able to finish strong.
Oh, Kayla George, not in my house. Rejects it away, and Clark is rewarded with 2. Kayla George.
Kayla George just read that to perfection. She noticed that her defender was caught up in that screen. She was able to help. Having Ali Wilson step into that lineup, she just slots seamlessly into this Perth Lynx lineup. As we see that high-low action once again from...
Goes to the line. We'll look at it turn to a 3.
And rightly so that they should be disappointed in that, because when it's such a close game like it is right now, that's a great find by Shanice Swain to Isabran Catastano. But
the Flames holding a 6-point advantage, but the Lynx are challenging. George feeds Swain. Into the lane goes Swain for 2. Oh, but straight into the arms of Gorman. And me here on the floor, stepping with 4 fouls on her to her name. Maley did well, gives him a fresh 14 seconds and an opportunity for Gorman to hit the triple. And wants more points and gets more points on this occasion. Reminder that me here has the 4 fouls for Perth. Maley hits the 3, much needed, and she's pumped as well. Guarded her closely on offense tonight, the Flames. She gets a 3 at a good time. Swain steps back. Oh my goodness!
Wow.
How is she only 21 years old?
And as they get after everything. As we see the Shanice Swain shot, she just sizes up the defense, able to get that. That's tough for her to be fouled out right now.
So Morell steps back onto the floor, as does Atwell. Bran Catasano. Isa! Can they make them pay at the other end here, Sydney? Kayla George, what a game she's played.
Great pass by Michaela Ruth there.
And it's now out to 13 points. Everything has to go right for Perth now, as Maley works hard and lays it in off the left hand.
And this is where we are seeing some tired legs and some decision making here by the Perth Lynx. They're on the back end of a second game for the weekend. As Swain just comes off the pick and roll.
Stunning play or 2 left in her as we tick towards full time here. Bran Catasano for George. Steps back with Clint Choikard in her face. She cannot miss tonight. And few have a stronger home court advantage like the Perth Lynx do. They play their home floor so well at the Bendat Basketball Centre. Maley aggressive inside. That's Annalie Maley at her best there.
Yeah, they have. They've moved the ball really efficiently and effectively, and they've shot the ball with confidence. But I think that really comes out of their offense, the way that they've spaced the floor really well. They've had Kayla George in that point forward role, you know, pass the ball at that point, and then have players like Swain to get aggressive, Carla Pittman. They've just had a great range of scorers as we see Soa going for that three.
In the fourth quarter.
Yeah, we knew that the Perth Lynx were going to get tired as we see Swain. I think she was going to get fouled there, but we knew that they were going to get tired. It's a really tough road trip that they've had as Soa goes for another three and lets that one fly. Full credit to the Sydney Flames. They've played a really great game of basketball. They've had even scorers and they've played really good defense.
Kalia puts the cherry on top with the left-hand finish. Or is there 0.2 of a second left? There is. Time rolls out. The Flames win 86-75. Kayla George with a monster night, a historic night for her.